Hello guys, welcome to my new video. In this video, I am going to make a Unity program relating to prime numbers. In this video, I am going to tell you what are prime numbers, how to check if a number is a prime number or not, get all the prime numbers between two numbers, and give the total number of prime numbers between two numbers. So what are prime numbers? A prime number is a number which is only divisible by two numbers, by itself and by 1. Now let's start with our Unity program. Open Unity and create a new empty game object. You can name it anything you want. Also create a new Csharp script. Attach this new script to the new game object and open this script in your code editor. Declare a public int number. In start method, write a for loop. This for loop will start with I is equal to 1 and check the condition if I is less than or equal to the number. After that, we need a if statement. This if statement will check if the number divided by I gives a remainder of 0. Let's take an example of number 7. So we want to check if number 7 is a prime number or not. First divide number 7 with 1, so it gives a remainder of 0. But once 7 is divided by 2, it gives remainder of 1. Also when divided by 3, it also gives remainder of 1. And when divided by 4, it will give a remainder of 3. And when divided by 5, it will give a remainder of 2. And when divided by 6, it will give remainder of 1. But when 7 is divided by 7, it also gives remainder of 0. So we see that number 7 is fully divisible by only two numbers, by itself and by 1. So we can say that number 7 is a prime number. Declare a new temporary int number for counting. And whenever we get a remainder of 0, increment the counting number by 1. After that, we can write a new if statement and check if the counting is exactly equal to 2. Then we can say that this is a prime number, and in else we can say this is not a prime number. To check any number, write in the public inspector and click on play, and it will give the result if this number is a prime number or not. In the update function, we will check the input whenever space key is pressed. Copy all the code from the start function and paste in the input statement. Then you can delete the start function. Now in play mode, whenever we want to check a number, write it in the inspector and press space key in the game mode. Let's check a few numbers if they are prime number or not. We can check if the counting number is greater than 2, then we know that this is not a prime number. So to improve the processing of the code, we can use return. This will end the current function after giving the result. Let's check the result of few big numbers in billions. You can see that code speed is improved. Our first step is complete. Now move to the next step. Disable this game object and create a new game object and a new Csharp script. In this script, we will check all the prime numbers between two numbers. Write two public int numbers, start number and end number. In update function, write a for loop. This loop will start with the start number and end at the end number. Inside this for loop, again write a new for loop, and this loop will start with 1 and end at our desired number, which is equal to I. We have to declare a counting integer. Again in the for loop, we have to check if number I divided by number A gives a remainder of 0. If remainder is 0, we can increment the counting integer. And after the for loop ends, we can check if the counting is equal to 2. Then we can say that this is a prime number. Move this entire code inside the input statement so we can check the result whenever we press space key. In Unity, press play button, and now we can write the start number and end number, and in the game we can press space and all the prime numbers will be shown in the console. Whenever we check bigger numbers, this code is also not speed efficient, so we have to improve this code. In the script, we can check if the counting is greater than 2, then we know that this is not a prime number. So we can break this sequence. Use break and the code will move to the next number. Let's save the script and go into Unity and press play and check the results of bigger numbers. You can see that after this code processing speed is improved. With this our script is complete, so now let's move to step 3 and check the total number of prime numbers between two numbers. This is actually quite easy. We just have to edit a few lines inside this code. In the same C# script, just before the first for loop starts, declare a temporary int number of name total prime numbers. And when we check counting is equal to 2, we can increment the total prime number by 1. And when the second for loop ends, after that we can write a debug.log that total prime numbers between start number and end number are total prime numbers. Save the script and go back into Unity and press play. In the inspector, write a start value in the start number and end value in the end number. And in the game, press space button. Now the console will show you all the prime numbers between 700 and 80,000. And also at the end, it will also show you the total number of prime numbers. I hope this video was helpful to you. Please like this video and make sure to subscribe to get more Unity videos like this.